physical ability does play a big part on putting power into your kendo. But unless you understand the proper mechanics and how to use your body to transfer energy into your opponent, you may be losing a lot of that power. So today I want to discuss how doing lunges may be teaching you the wrong mechanics and what can you do to shift that around, and also some exercises that might help you understand how to properly use your body in order to have stronger kendo. Don't get me wrong, lunges are a great exercise to create power and stability, but you should be focusing on the right thing, especially when you're doing them for kendo. In a lunge, you're purposely landing with your foot forward ahead of your body, where when you are attacking, your Fumikomi should land under your body. The purpose of this is because you don't want to make the foot stop you. You want to use your foot to continue the momentum and to keep your body in motion after your Fumikiri. Which takes me to the next point, that is, if you land with your foot ahead of yourself, normally you tend to lean forward a little bit to try to reach your target with your shinai. So what this does is that this disengages the back leg, makes it really hard to push off the ground with the back foot. So if you're practicing your lunges, you want to make sure that you try to keep your heel down and push yourself off the ground with the whole leg, and you want to use your right leg to pull you forward. So you want to teach your body to use both legs, which, by the way, if you're having trouble doing kotemen, this might be a good reason why, because your back leg is not really engaged and it takes too long to re-engage for the next step. The next problem that you might be having that's making you feel that you're slow, you're dragging, you don't feel stable, is that you're making your forward leg take all the load, because you landed with the foot forward and maybe you even lean forward so your shinai can touch your opponent. Then that back leg kind of lost contact with the floor and you're forced to push yourself up with the right leg. That being said, a big difference between doing a lunge and Fumikiri and Fumikomi is the timing of execution. The back foot should be pushing you off the ground, and in many cases the back foot is going to actually leave the ground before the forward foot does the Fumikomi and lands on the floor. This specifically, I think, is something that you want to be mindful of and practice this on your own. Whether it is short step or long steps, you want to make sure that your back foot pushes you off the ground, and then the Fumikomi comes in to continue that momentum that you build up. Now, if you ask me, I like to practice this Fumikiri and Fumikomi with short steps, a little bit longer steps, and try to make sure that my back foot is completely off the ground before my forward foot hits the floor. But the main thing you want to avoid is purposely landing on the ground and then pulling your back leg forward. For your lunges, you can practice them, but you have to make sure if a couple things happen. First, when you do your lunge, you want to keep your body straight and your weight between your legs. You want to use your back foot to push you forward and your forward leg to pull you forward. Don't lean forward and then load the forward leg to then bring you back up. A big difference between a kendo technique and a lunge is going to be that when you push yourself forward, you're actually pushing, trying to maintain that height, and your Fumikomi is gonna come down to maintain that height. You want to avoid dipping in. And if you watch a lot of high-level kendo, you're actually going to see that they engage that foot and it comes down rather than the body comes down, and then that strength pushes them forward. Now, I do have a quick little tool that can help you understand how to use your legs properly. You can find these rubber bands on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description box below, but it's just, really simple rubber band for exercise. What I like to do is I like to fix the band in a solid place like a pole or something, and then do an exercise with both feet. First, with my forward leg, I want to bring that leg forward while I'm still pushing with my back leg. So ideally, I want to brace my core and bring my body forward as I am pushing with my back foot. To train the other leg, I like to wrap it up on the back leg, and I start with that Fumikomi position, a little bit of lunge, not too deep, and then from here, I like to make both legs work to bring my back leg forward. So I'm forced to push with the back leg and pull with my right leg as well. Now, if you need any help or anything like this, down in the description box below, I have the Discord server. You can join it, or you can find me on Instagram and send me a message, and I'll be glad to try to help you out. I already made a few videos about Fumikiri and Fumikomi. I'll leave one right here, but also let me know in the comments, what are you struggling with? What do you feel is going to be your biggest problem when it comes to this? And if you find any results from this, please let me know. Also, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because it really helps the channel. And please share this with someone you want the channel to improve. Thank you very much for watching.